Hello guys, welcome back once again. In our previous part we completed this horizontal scroll view, and in this part I'm gonna show you how can we achieve this vertical list view item, and you will learn how can we divide a row using the expanded. Okay, so for doing this, first of all go to your ID, and after this first container, that is our this main container. Okay, that means that this whole container we need to add another new container. So after this first main container we need to create another container, and before that we need to add a size box. So new size box and define the height, I can say 5.0, and add a comma. Now I'm gonna create a new container. So new container, and for this container we need to define the height, and this way I'm going to use the media query so that we can get rest of the part the whole height. So media query dot of there is a context dot size dot height, and for white it will automatically take the full space. Now define the margin is going to be as inset all 10.0 because we defined margin 10.0 for our previous container, that was our first container. Okay, and after that in here we need to add a child, not color, actually it should be the child, and this child will contain a list view, and list view contain a children object, and in here it will automatically define the scroll direction vertically, that is the default, but if you want to add you can also add the scroll direction axis dot vertical. Okay, it will work same. Now after that we need to add another container because this container will contain this whole item, then this one. Okay, so create a container. So new container and define the height, I can say height 150.0 for this container, and as well as we need to define the color. So color is going to be not the child, and the color is going to be colors dot green color, that is the colors. And in here what we need to do, we need to add a child, that is the property of the container, and in here we need to use a row, and row has a children of widget. Why we need to add a row? And the reason is that in here we can see the data is organized in a row. This one is our first row item, and these two text is our second row item, so we need to add this thing. Okay, so in here after this row we need to define our row. So we can use it normal way, and if you want to add it more smart or expert, more advanced way, then you need to use the expanded, because expanded will give us the very easy way to define our row or divide our row. Okay, so expand has the property called flex, and I'm gonna choose it to 1, and this flex will define the height and width of the image, how many white this property should have. Okay, it will default automatically according to the device screen size. And this expanded contain another child, and this child is going to be new image, and this image has this image property, and image is going to be new asset image, and in here we need to add this asset /, and we need to define our asset name. You can say .jpg. Okay, then define the height of the image. You can say height is going to be 150, that is our container height, and we don't need to define the white because the flex will work for the white. And now we need to use this fit, and this fixed box width.cover, it will give us the exact size of our image. If you don't use this box width.cover, you will see the different size of image. Okay, now run it. So now we can see our image here, but in here we can see full image because as of now we have only expanded item or only one row item. Once we will add another expanded item, it will look this way. So add another expanded, so expanded, and this expanded contain the child. First of all define the flex, so define 2 for this one, and define the child is going to be new column. In here we need to add the column. The reason is that we have 2 items, see, first one and second one. Okay, we have 2 items. So now if I run it, you will see our image size is resized. Okay, resized. All right, now we need to add our text here. So child is going to be new text, new text, and we can define the Lauren if sum, and in here we need to define the style. Style is going to be text style, and text style has the font size, and I can say font size, and in here we need to define our font size. So I can say 20.0, and define the color. Color is going to be colors dot white. Okay, and now we need to add the new size box, and height is going to be 3.0, and we need to copy this text, then change it to the payment. I'm adding just random tag actually, so this is not make sense anything for this application, and I can say 250. Okay, now if I run it, we will see our text, but it started from the middle, and if you want to add it from the start point, then we need to add inside this column. There is a property called cross axis alignment, and this cross axis alignment dot start, and then we can see, and it still is not good enough, but we need to add some padding. It will be good. So click on the text, and then in here add padding, and instead of 8 just add 4, and for this text we also need to add some padding. So click on the text attribute, then at the left side you will see the bulb icon, and in here you will see the add padding property. There are a couple of other properties, but as of now we don't need the other property, we just need to add the padding. So add padding and change it to 4. Now if I run it, we will see this space. Now it's looking pretty good. Okay, so now we can add couple of other thing here, not other thing actually, the another one attribute. So this is the int of this main container. Actually this container contain this whole data, so I'm gonna copy this thing here, so this one, and before make sure that we are doing the same thing. So before that, in here we need to add a size box so that we can get the space. New size box, height is going to be 4.0, add a semicolon here and copy it, copy this container including this size box. It will work for second part. Then change the image to other image, sun.jpg, as well as change the color to black, whatever color you want. Now run it. Now we will see our second item, and in here we can see we can scroll it vertically, the whole thing we can scroll vertically. Okay, see, we can scroll it horizontally, and we can scroll it, and we can scroll it vertically. If you want, you can add one more data item, actually not one more, you can add as much as you want. Okay, so we can use this EE, change the color green to deep orange. Now run it again, and we will see another field. Okay, so this is the complete application that we have just built, okay, that we have just completed. So I think guys, that's it for this part. So don't forget to subscribe my channel, join my Facebook group, and if you want more and more good quality video course, then join to my Facebook group to get free coupon for my Udemy courses. And as well as if you want to learn more about Flutter and any other programming language, you need to subscribe my channel. Okay, each and every week you will get a lot of videos. So thank you.